Okay guys, so we were working last week on reducing the need for a metronome. This week, what we're practicing doing is reducing our need for looking at the guitar now. Some of you will have done this at some point in your guitar playing life where you haven't been sure what note to play and you've peered over at the guitar like this, trying to figure out what note you need to play or which string you need to do like that. When you're first starting out, when you're first starting to learn a piece, that's totally cool. But what we don't want to do, we don't want to let that become a habit. And the reason is because if we want to be able to play guitar for a long amount of time, a long period of time rather, either practicing or just in general, like being able to practice, be able to play guitar for years and years and years, we want to be able to play it in a way that is comfortable for our body, that isn't going to damage it. And if we get into the habit of leaning over the guitar for everything that we do, it's going to be damaging to our neck and our back in the long run. Because if you just notice what happens when you lean over your guitar, your head is kind of the heaviest part of your whole body, and you can feel it pulling down on your neck and on your back. And it's okay for a short amount of time if you just want to quickly have a look. But we want to be able to get to the point where we don't always have to tilt over the guitar like that. We want to have a nice, natural, relaxed posture when we're playing. So I've got a 3-stage process that you can practice in order to help avoid that. So stage number 1 is just practicing in the way that you would normally practice. In this case, we're doing what we did last time, where we've got up to our maximum BPM, and then we're going to halve it to 80 BPM. And practice whatever body position you're used to doing, but notice if, in order to play this piece, you have to hunch over your body. Feel what that feels like. Feel that doesn't quite feel right. So, stage 1, practice normally, but notice any weirdness that your body has to do in order to make that happen. So we're going to get the metronome going. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 4 and there we go. Okay, so I can answer. Hunch my body over there a little bit. So, stage number 2 requires that you use either a mirror or a camera of some kind. So, if you've got a mirror that you can practice in, that's perfect. If you don't have a big enough mirror, you can do what I'm doing now, which is use the webcam of your computer, or you can use a phone or a tablet. Basically anything where you can see yourself reflected back at you. Because stage number 2, we want to be able to practice looking straight ahead and being able to play the guitar. Not able to hunch over, being able to see what our fingers are doing, but without having to punch over. If you need to get a bit closer than I am right now, so you can see exactly which strings you're on and stuff, because I realise it can be a bit tricky if you're far away like this. But yeah, stage number 2, using a mirror or something that you can see yourself in, so that you can look straight ahead and practice rather than curl over. So let's try stage number 2 now. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 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 3 and 4 and just like that. Okay, then once you feel confident with that, final stage, taking my glasses off for dramatic effect, is to be able to do it without looking at all. So either put a blindfold on or a sleep mask, or close your eyes or look away. Basically, you're just not allowed to look at the guitar at all, not even allowed to look at a reflection of yourself. So let's try that now. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1. Okay, so closing your eyes and playing guitar is difficult. You're probably going to make a mistake. If you do, that's cool. All you do then is you go back to stage 2 and practice with a reflection. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so on and so on and so on. Then you go back and try and do it with your eyes closed, and you just keep flip-flopping between those two, just to be able to do it in a situation where you can feel confident that you know what you're doing, so that your hands get used to how the feeling of playing the right notes is. And then you just take that, and then you blindfold yourself or look away or whatever, and practice doing it without looking. And this is a really great skill in the long run, because if you don't have to look at what notes you're playing, it frees you up to look at the music in front of you, or to just focus on performing the music and performing it really, really well. So it's a great skill to get going. Now, it might be quite daunting to try and play the whole piece with your eyes closed. So, similar to what we've done before, might be a good idea to just say, right, today I'm going to see if I can play the first bar with my eyes closed. Tomorrow I'm going to see if I can play bars number 1, bars number 2. Gradually build it up like that. Cool. That's about all I have to say for you guys this week. As always, if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, or send an email to Louise if you want me to see anything that you have for me. And hope you enjoy that this week. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.